Hi. I wish I had a really cool intro or some fun music to play. Tell me if you can hear me. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't have to start off talking to myself, which I can do. I do that a lot. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hate the delay between the StreamYard chat and the YouTube chat. Yay, hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much, my darling. I did drop the join link in all my groups, so if you want to jump up here with me, you're welcome to. It's very nice to be here today. It's Tuesday, Takeout Tuesday. Grandpa has to do supper, so I don't have to mess up my kitchen. Makes me happy. Means of destruction. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? Me at the moment. Just got here too, so I got myself some coffee in my snowman cup. The paint's coming off, but it's not really that cold here. But I'm chilly natured, so I'm in my fluffy sweater and until the hot flash comes, and this doesn't help, but we do this anyway. Yeah. It's Tuesday. I love Tuesdays. Mondays used to be my favorite days because those were my days off. I always had Mondays off. Being a hairdresser, salons closed on Mondays. Sundays and Mondays were our weekend because we almost always work on Saturdays. And I loved my Mondays. Everybody was always, oh God, it's Monday. I'm like, yes, it's Monday. I can do whatever I want today, which is usually chores and stuff. But if I want to do it, that's what gets done. So, how is everybody today? Tell me what you guys got going on. It's not a lot. I got all my dirt work finished, so there's no construction people here. The dirt looks really nice. I wish it wasn't red dirt. I wish it was better dirt that we could play in, but then it wouldn't be staying where it is. It would get tracked all over everywhere. So I have to keep the kids out of it so they don't bring it in the house. That red dirt with the clay in it, which is really good dirt, but makes a mess everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, Linda. Oh God, going to the vet will do that to me too. It's the smell in the vet's office is as bad as the smell in a hospital. I don't like either one of them. I don't like that at all. I overslept this morning, so if I look a little droopy, it's because I haven't been awake very long. Did the quick face job and put some clothes on. It's like, oh shit, I gotta go live. I do enjoy our visits in the afternoon. Tired and have a headache. Best cure for that is some Excedrin and a nap. I hope your puppies are okay. Pup got checked out and everything's all right? Or no? What's going on with your pups? My pups are my babies. My pets are my children's. I have actual children too, and I love them all equally. So the pets are just easier than the actual humans' children's. Yeah. Oh no, bad news from the vet. I hate that. Oh. Oh, was this your little min pin? So cute. I'm so sorry, my friend. That's just awful. Recently lost one of my both dogs is bad news. That's not good. Hmm. I lost one of my dogs a couple of months back. She just quit eating. And no matter what I tried, she just was totally off the food. And after a couple of days, it's like, well, I best take her and have her looked at. And she never came back from the vet. So still don't know to this day, don't know what it was. Hi, being mindful. Welcome. Welcome to my house. Come on in. Take your shoes off and relax. How you been doing? It's kind of a dull day at my house. I overslept, so I don't know how I can qualify it as oversleeping other than this was really the only thing I had planned for today. Oh, thank you. This is my portable, movable. I've got reversible. I got blue. I got green on the other side. I don't have a real job, so I can't technically call it oversleeping. Oh, I'm so sorry, Linda. That's terrible. As the sorts of old. Yeah, that's, I think, what was wrong with kiddo. She just, sometimes they know when it's time to go, and she was done and quit eating. And as soon as she was not here, she felt it was okay to let go, I suppose. I should do this shiny side. Yeah, I like the shiny side when I'm like doing girls' night and I have on all my blingy, sparkly glam. I can't stand it. I hate it when my babies are not okay. Two of mine are getting very old. The dachshund is 14. The Min Pin Chihuahua mix, I'm not exactly sure what he is. He's like 13, 12 or 13. And then of course my little special needs dog, Chewini, whatever China is. I still don't think she's actual Chewini. She's got dachshund in her. You could tell in her body and her legs, but I don't think there's any Chihuahua in that dog. There's something else going on there. Uh, she's 3 now, I believe. So, yes, you'd think I would be able to keep up with it better, but memory is not my strongest. Oh, what kind of dogs do you have, Bean? 13 and 12, yeah. Oh, oh, 2 cats. I have a cat too. She's 3 years old, 4 years old, 4 years old now. I don't know exactly when her birthday is though. Yeah, she was an abandoned mama and litter. She was one of the babies, and I ended up with her and the mom. And the mom took off after a couple of days and wouldn't stay here. I don't know where she went. Don't know what happened to her. I think she ended up at our neighborhood cat lady's house, which is fine. If she's being left on and happy there, that's great. Um, but yeah, I have one of the kittens that was left, and she's adorable. I love her. I never was a cat person before, but I am owned by a cat now. So yeah, when you really, especially when you work really hard at something and oof, job hunting is the worst thing. I hate it so much. I am fortunate that at state things are right now, I could probably walk into just about any salon that was looking for someone and be employed just for sheer experience. And the fact that I'm licensed properly, and all my continuing education is current, but uh, working on it, security clearance, 38 pages of stuff. Ugh. Yeah, they want to know the last time you took your temperature. I'm sorry. I did that to myself. I spent like 2 weeks doing training to work for Kroger. And I worked one night, one shift, and I was like, screw this. No, not doing it. Forget it. To my firstborn. That's what it feels like sometimes. Arm, leg, firstborn, the house note, anything. What else you want? I don't know why I smoke so much. I was watching American Horror Story. It's one of my favorites, but I hadn't seen all the seasons. I had missed a few of the first couple, I think. And so I had gone back to watch them, and every time one of the characters lights a cigarette, it's automatic. It's like yawning with me. If someone yawns, I'm going to yawn too. And now that I've said it, I'll probably do it. So forgive me. Um, but I smoked like a blooming chimney watching that. You shouldn't smoke as a light a cigarette. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I know. It's it's a intelligence over desire thing. True addiction, true habit. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I'm actually doing all right. Life goes on, and you just kind of, I'm a day to day kind of girl. You know, I think that, sometimes I beat myself up a little too much. That's one thing I'm trying not to do. I don't have anybody around that beats me up anymore. Like I've rid myself of my bullies, and I don't take on any new ones. So uh, I do the job. I bully me. So if I'm doing this, I'm in my head. I should be doing something else. I should be doing something else. Whatever I'm doing, it's not the right thing. Does that make sense? I should be, mopping, or I should be doing something productive, and it's tricky to get me motivated to do productive. Do I think it's lazy? Yeah. Uh-huh. Can't deny the lazy streak. Never will deny it. It's a thing that I have, and it's my it's my inner demon. A lazy person with big ideas is torture. More bacon, 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 bacon. Everything is better with bacon. I haven't found anything yet. Although the bacon cotton candy was not the best thing. It wasn't horrible, but it was not the best thing. The bacon didn't make it better, it just made it different. Yeah, I smoke way too much, especially if I'm, hi, Joke Shop, how you doing? When I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm not doing anything but visiting, which is what I'm doing, I tend to chain smoke a little bit. But I get bored. I gotta do something else. It's like sip a coffee, hit the cigarette. Bacon is absolutely best by itself, no question. I think sweet and salty is good together, but that the cotton candy bacon is the only time I've had sweet bacon. I do like the applewood smoked bacon. It's a little bit sweeter. My husband doesn't like it, so I guess he's not into the sweet and salty thing. He's a peanut butter purist. He'll eat peanut butter, loves peanut butter, will just eat it off a spoon, but doesn't want any, like Reese's or peanut butter cookies or peanut butter candy, peanut butter flavored. He doesn't like, and I'm that way about bananas. Love bananas, but don't want banana flavored stuff. Banana flavored stuff is gross. Do I have? I'm trying to think what my favorite candy bar is. I want to say Payday because it's the sweet caramel in the middle and the salty peanuts on the outside is my favorite. My mom gave me that. She was a Payday nut too. Thick cut, I like it thick cut, and hickory is always good. But I have trouble with thick cut getting it to cook properly. I'm impatient. So I'll usually buy the regular sliced stuff and overcook it. I confess I'm not very good at making bacon. It's only because there's usually 10 other things going on at the same time. And yeah, fake strawberry, yeah, or cherry. I don't like cherry either because it reminds me of the cough medicine we used to get when I was a kid. Uh, what was that medicine the kids? What was Creemulsion? Creemulsion was I think it was a cough medicine. Maybe it was a poo medicine. I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember it tasted really bad, but it had a cherry cough drop. Maybe it was the Luden's cough drops that had that awful cherry taste. But yeah, I don't like art. I like fruit. I like pretty much all fruits, but I don't care for fake fruit flavor. Say that 3 times fast. Nerdy, hi, sweetie. How you doing? Antibiotica. Yeah, they have the like the banana bread that people make with the banana extract. It's just I can't. No. Oh please, Nerdy, that doesn't work in here. I don't care if you like pineapple on your pizza. That's fine with me. I'm non-confrontational about such things. It doesn't bother me to see pineapple on pizza. I've never tried it. We used to have a CC's pizza buffet here, and you could try different types, but we don't have that anymore, so I don't even have the option of trying a piece of pineapple pizza anymore. Oh, I love fresh pineapple. That's one of my pineapple and cottage cheese together. It's yum. There's that sweet and salty thing. Catnip. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you, my dear. Uh-oh. Just backed into you. Oh, crap. Those are never good because then it's he said, she said kind of thing. Oh, no, you hit me. Oh, no, you hit me. Well, my butt's the one that's damaged. I'm glad you got a chuckle out of it. He's laughing. He's laughing at the end. Wow, my van just got backed into, and I would be cussing a blue streak. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you not see there's someone behind you? Bad drivers will get me. Oh, that will get me every time. The one and only accident I ever had was I rear-ended somebody. We was sitting at a red light, and light turns green, all the cars start to go, everybody's going, the car in front of me goes, I start to go, and I had a stack of birthday presents in the seat next to me. We were headed to Chuck E. Cheese and kids in the back seat, and I see wobble from the packages, and I did like that. And as soon as I looked, the car in front of me had hit its brakes for no reason, and boom, we were going about 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour max. But yeah, Granny would be raising hell, absolutely. No damage, and you don't care about your work van. Okay, well, cool. As long as it's not a big deal. I'm glad everything's fine. That's good. Good news. I was really upset at the whole situation. I was like, "Why did you stop?" They get out there. It was a younger couple. They looked to be, college age to me. I was younger then too. It was a long time ago. But oh, I don't think it's that bad. They weren't making a big deal out of it, and I didn't think it was that bad. My grill was kind of caved in a little bit, and the hood wouldn't close all the way. I could get it down, but it wouldn't latch all the way. And it, I'm trying to remember, was it even my car? I think it was, but it was, I can't even remember which car it was now. I think it was an Oldsmobile. My car had way more damage to them than theirs did, but they tried to, you know, gig the insurance company and say they were injured and stuff. I was like, no, there's no way. We weren't going fast enough for you to be injured. Not possible. Just there's no way. We hadn't even gotten to the intersection to go through the green light yet. Like, yeah, I was no. I couldn't. I don't understand why people do that. I mean, I guess if you're really desperate for money, you'll sacrifice your scruples for money. I don't know. Or maybe they didn't have any to begin with. Yeah, exactly. My neck, my neck. Oh, it's like, no, I don't think so. You jumped right out the car. Didn't say nothing about your neck. You were like, oh, this doesn't look too bad. It's no big deal. There was no ambulance, none of that crap. So they tried but failed. But that's the only accident I've ever been in. When I was driving, uh, my family was coming back from a friend's house late at night, and we had a cow on this back road. Uh, it was terrible. It was very scary. It was a really bad wreck. Math Big, hi honey. Sells bacon for money. Well, yeah. And I will pay. I will pay for bacon. Yeah, we were probably doing somewhere around 60, 70. My dad had just got this brand new Dodge Charger. Oh, and this was 1970 something. So it was back then when they were freaking badass cars. He was so proud of that car, and it just totaled it. And him and mom both ended up in the hospital. We were in the back, not buckled in, no car seats, none of that stuff. I remember my dad hollering, "Lay down, lay down," and then everything was all crazy because we hit it and spun out, and uh, I ended up in the floorboard, trying to get out of the floorboard. I couldn't get out of the floorboard. So from fruit to car wrecks, yeah, yeah. I'm just following y'all's lead. uh, I've been rear-ended a couple of times. Uh, the one time it was really scary. We had just come off the freeway and we're sitting at the light for the feeder road, and I saw the truck coming in my mirror. He was going really, really fast, and I thought if he hits me, I'm gonna die. And so I just kind of put both feet on the brakes and was like, because I didn't want to get shot out in the intersection either, because it was right under the freeway. There was, either way, I thought I was doomed. But he apparently looked up at the left and, rubber squealing and he still smacked me pretty damn hard, but it wasn't as bad. I was just watching it going, oh my God, he's going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Please stop. Please stop. Meth Pig, why were you banned from driving before you got your license? Sure, Cat, come on in. I will send you a. Dun, 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 dun. If you're not in Angel's Mellow Mates, I put a link in there. Let me go find you. I know I've got you in here. There you are. Make sure I've got that. I know, y'all. I hate it when people talk about what they're clicking on, too. I don't know why we do that. I guess it's being distracted. I'm telling you how distracted I am. Oh. All right, sweetie, there's you a link. Come and hang out with me. Rolled a car? Oh, it's 16. Oh, goodness. Hi, IQ. How you doing, sweetie? Thank you all for coming by to sit here and watch me running my mouth. Anybody else want to come in? Let me know and I'll send you a link. I've got loads of time. I don't have to go get things ready for supper. I don't have to pick up the kids off the bus until well after I'll be done here. Don't have to go to the store. I don't have to do anything right now. All to do and feeling lazy. Hello, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm off every day. Sometimes I'm happy about that. Sometimes I'm not so happy about that. Burgers. Burgers sounds good as long as I don't have to cook them. That's one of the frustrating things of the having the little ones around us. They're so picky. I enjoyed a couple of years or so of empty nest where I could cook anything I wanted, anything. Like I could go find the weirdest recipe online and try it because my husband will eat anything. I know the things he don't like, and mostly that's the same stuff I don't like, so we don't have a problem. It's like there will never be sweet potatoes in my house, ever, for any reason at all. Neither one of us like those, so the kids will have to be exposed to that somehow, somewhere else. That's not here. 6 days a week. That's a lot. IQ, are you talking in code over there? What in the world? I don't speak binary code. What kind of southerner doesn't like sweet potatoes? The kind that has never liked them, and mother used to make me eat them. So, like, never again. A lot of the stuff I didn't like as a kid, I do now. Onions, for example. Uh, cooked carrots, for example. American cheese was something I hated when I was a kid. Oh, that stuff was vile. It's still not great, but it's at least edible now. It can be disguised with other things, and it melts well. Oh, thanks, Kendall. That's funny. Hi, Shadow Kitty. I really hate the delay between the stupid chats. All right, you don't like sweet potatoes either. That's grilled cheeseburgers, or when I'm making what we call BBs and cheese, which is just sweet peas, green peas with butter and cheese on them, melted. It's pretty much the only way the kids will eat peas. Throw cheese on it. They'll eat anything if you throw cheese on it. The younger one is picky though. She doesn't care for the American cheese slices either. She would rather have cheddar, real cheddar, which I can get behind that. I understand. The problem is the little Lunchables and the little lunch snack thingies that they do like come with that. They call it cheddar, but it's not cheddar. It's American cheese or Velveeta, which is awful stuff unless you're using it to make something else. Irish potatoes are the only potatoes. I don't know if we get Irish potatoes. We have Idaho potatoes here. Irish potatoes. I'm trying to think if that is different from. Thank you, being mindful. Hi, Catnip.
I am here.
Yay. How you doing, hon?
I am good.
Awesome, awesome.
I am okay is a good word we'll use for now.
Cool. How's little ones?
She's sitting right here playing
Ah,
music for us.
is she playing the piano?
Mm,
That's adorable.
with her feet.
With her feet.
Yes, this contraption's actually pretty neat.
Ah, okay. A confinement machine. I like
Yeah,
those.
it's like a walker, but she can't go anywhere.
Right. Yeah,
She
I like
pushes her
those.
feet down and it hits buttons and
Yes.
keeps her very entertained.
Yes. I like those.
We'll pull you forward, that way you can press different buttons. But how goes it?
Pretty slow today. Things are pretty mellow and chill, and I'm happy about that. So I can't complain about
I
that.
wish I could say the same. I'm ready to burn my house down.
Girl, I know. That's like we were talking about the other day. Don't beat yourself up. If don't feel guilty about taking time for yourself. Ooh, it's a middle C. Ah, Mr. Shadow Kitty would know that. I'm reading IQ's thing here. If you're in a market buying potatoes next to clay dust, get it. Means the potatoes are toxic. The dust will help, or don't get the potatoes.
Pardon?
I don't understand. Babies are like people, only smaller? Yes.
Usually.
At some point, they become more like people. Yeah.
She's my favorite people.
Of course. My favorite people are not home today, so they're at school. Drunk
Yes,
people
the
equals
wonder of
toddlers.
school.
And by the time they get old enough to go to school, you're glad that you can send them to school. Trust me. It's
All right, come out of your music machine.
It's a welcome break. If nothing
Okay.
else, from the rapid fire questions, mine are just steady with the why this and why that. And
Rumble.
I'm glad they're curious, but I don't have all the answers. I'm sorry. I know you think I
Granny,
do.
you're supposed to have all of them.
I
Every
know.
single answer.
I know. When I tell them I don't know, they'll say, well, ask Hey Google.
I'm glad I had my headphones in because you would have just set off my entire house.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mine's only on my phone, so unless it's awake, it doesn't hear me say that. So.
Well, I've got a speaker over there, and one in the kitchen, and one in the bedroom, and one over there. And the sound bar that attaches to the TV is compatible, and the door lock. I have all the things.
All the things. That's
We're
cool.
working. We're working on getting all the things.
Not kidding. Potatoes are originally toxic, and some of those species are still around. They're eaten with. Oh, you mean with gravy made from clay dust absorbs the toxins. So you're talking
Strange.
about like at a farmer's market
Why are you pulling on
type
Mommy's
thing,
hair?
not grocery store potatoes. I did not know that potatoes were originally toxic. I'm not surprised. Oh no, it's a GMO. No, I'm not
GMOs are
really.
the only way we're gonna feed everybody. We've got too
Hello.
many people.
Yep.
Thank you.
Too
Thank
many
you. You
people
can't
and not
have
enough
that.
plants.
Thank you. You don't need cord. No. That's not
Particularly
for
in China.
you.
I never see me wanting to go to China. I think there's too many people there. Every picture I've ever seen of anything, there's just so many people, and I would be so unhappy most of
Yeah.
the time. Uh, one of the reasons I'm glad I'm out in the country now. So
She's just the right height that she can sit in my lap and also not be seen by the camera. But she's still here. See, here's some hands.
there's her fingies. I don't mind if she's on camera. It doesn't bother me. I don't know if YouTube cares or not. They ask when you upload videos, it's like, do children appear in this video? I'm like, no, not really. I don't know if it matters or not, but
Give me your finger back. You want to wave your hands?
the history of the potato.
I don't want to know all of the horrifying history of the lovely starch I like to eat with butter.
Lots of butter.
Oh, yes. Oh, so you're a good husband. You just learn stuff instead of watching sports. Got it. Along with being super dad.
IQ's good people.
He is good.
All my people are good people. All the good people come here.
You find cool people at Neil's, and all the good ones end up here.
Yeah. NA, it's got to go. Bye, sweetie. Thank you for stopping by. Don't work too hard.
Have a good rest of your workday.
Sour cream, salt and pepper. Yeah, I'm not a pepper person. I will put a little bit of pepper in some things, but I don't really care for black pepper, so it tends to stay out of my dishes.
Yeah.
And cheese. Cheese goes on everything. What? Hi, darling.
I'm gonna just
Ellie.
look directly at the microphone and then
Ellie.
squeeze.
Ali. So cute.
But I'm getting really good at squeeing at people.
My oldest had this just ear-splitting scream thing she would do when she would laugh really, really hard. Even I've got it on video of her laughing her first real good, laughing fit. She was laughing at the dogs, and it's just this. I can't. It would pierce your eardrums. Beware the PPA. That's right. She's a precious little girl.
I certainly think so, but I'm very biased.
Of course.
This is my little crops problem, so of course I'm biased. You sit on my knee.
She's a doll. Wonder why is it that the urge to just grab the cheeks is so strong? I wonder what's up with that.
I don't know.
It's visceral. It's like, I want to squeeze the cheeks.
Well, here, I'll do it for you.
It's like, oh, Mom, stop. Yes, like, leave my cheeks alone.
No,
so
you're
funny.
doing that thing where you touch me. Ugh. See, I'm
No
learning
sweet
to
potato.
sit up.
Black pepper just does something to the inside of my mouth that is uncomfortable.
You might be mildly allergic to it.
It's possible. I don't. I can taste it. Like it's there. It's a flavor in its own thing, even if it's just a seasoning. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's like I don't like cilantro either. Um, Certain peppers are really gross to me. I like jalapenos as long as they're pickled or cooked in some way. No sweet potatoes, no black pepper, no green peppers, no red peppers, no bell peppers. No.
Just no peppers.
I feel like I'm being so negative. I like cherry peppers and I like banana peppers and I like jalapeno peppers.
So it's a much smaller list to just list what you like versus what you
Most
don't.
of the time, yeah.
I feel that. It's weird. Like before I got pregnant, I was like, I couldn't have anything spicy. Like,
Yeah.
even black pepper was too spicy.
Yeah.
It upset my stomach. Now after, I'm like, give me hot things. I want to eat them with my face. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sergeant Peppers.
What about
Ah,
Dr. Peppers?
I don't like Dr. Pepper. Ugh.
It's
Carbonated
fine. It's
prune
more for me.
juice. No Beatles. Are we doing unpopular opinions? Is that what we're doing now? I I think the Beatles were all right. They were a little bit before my true interest in music, and my parents were really square, so they did not listen to the Beatles. Um, my dad liked rock and roll, like Buddy Holly and stuff, but the more mellow stuff, the Platters, the Drifters, things like that. Mom was way into the like big bands and 40s music, so uh, that's what I started out on. An old country, or the really old country. Go, oh gosh, what was it? The singing cowboys kind of stuff. Peppered pig. Hmm. I have seen the peppered bacon, and I like it. It just ruins the bacon for me. So
I think he means Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig. I kind of like Peppa. She's got a bad attitude, but she's also a good tool for. Oh gosh, she doesn't treat her friends very good, so she's a learning tool. Peppa Pig's okay with me.
Hmm.
She's
Peppa Pig is okay the first 6 times.
yeah.
Oh, yes. My husband has completely and wholeheartedly outlawed any and all Sesame Street from our home.
Why?
He hates Elmo. For what reason, I'm uncertain. I don't know
Elmo
what
is really
Elmo,
annoying. Yeah,
but
I
Elmo
agree
did
that
something.
Elmo is very annoying, but it's only because he's like a stereotype of a 3-year-old.
Yeah. I also don't think it helps much that his nieces, I guess I can say our nieces, are absolutely just crazy about Elmo.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
like, we got to watch Elmo all the time. And if you change the channel while they're watching Elmo, God help you.
No, see,
They're just
nowadays
gonna
what you do is you
kill
go back and you get the old Sesame Streets from back in the 70s, because that's when it was the best.
you. Yeah.
Uh, and let them grow up watching that. There was no Elmo back then. There was no Elmo when I was watching Sesame Street. There were other annoying characters, but uh,
I like Big Bird, man.
well, Big Bird and I always was Grover was my favorite.
Hmm.
Your furry pal Grover. I remember getting real excited watching Star Wars, the first one, or was it the second one? It was the second one that had Yoda in it, wasn't it? I don't remember. I was a kid, but I remember hearing that voice and going, "It's Grover."
It's either the fourth one or the fifth one, which to you would be the first or second one.
Yeah, yeah. See, I go.
You
There
go
were
by the
there
order.
were only 3 Star Wars. When I was growing up, there was 3, and then many, many, many years later, they came out with the prequel stuff, and I haven't seen any of those, so I have no clue.
Yeah. Well, I like to be right because I've seen them all, and my husband's very into Star Wars.
Yeah, the second one was Return of the Jedi.
I think so.
No, Empire Strikes Back was the second one. That's the one with Yoda.
Did you find a way to pop a hole in it?
Oh yeah.
Because I swear, sometimes you hold it and it's fine, and other times I go to grab it from you and it's wet. And I'm not sure if it's just your slobber or if it's water. Okay, we'll sneeze directly on it. Fantastic. There you go. I wiped it off. You can have it back.
Oh, IQ, are you leaving? Bye, sweetie. I liked Barney. I actually did. My kids were very young when Barney was around, and Barney was a really good distraction and was, this wholesome thing that didn't promote violence or anything else weird. That was also during my peak church lady phase. So it was one of those things that was secular, but I would allow because it didn't, taught them to clean up after themselves and to be nice to people. So Barney was okay. I understand that it got, parents didn't enjoy it because it got watched all the time, and gosh, it played 3 or 4 times a day, and and the kids wanted every stuffed Barney, and it's the same thing now with like Paw Patrol or Peppa Pig or Elmo or it's whatever gets marketed to the kids. It's what they're gonna get hooked on. And Barney was very well marketed.
Can you hang out up there for a second? I'll be right back. I have to go get the charger for the computer.
Okay.
Ellie, you stay right there. Don't you go wiggling off. You stay right there.
It's like, Mom! Okay, we're going to do a bad voiceover for Ellie here. How dare you leave me here on the couch? Just walk away. The guy that was inside the Barney suit molested the kids on the show. I had not heard that. That's the first I've heard of that. I did not know. But then I don't know. They all did he go to jail for that or? No, I can't believe I haven't heard that. Yeah, that's you can't blame the guy. You can't blame the show for what a person does. I don't know. I can't get behind that for sure. I'd have to go look it up. Not that I don't believe you, but I have not seen that. I'll have to go look that up, figure out what the hell happened. Surely there was more than one Barney. Like, weren't there more than one actor in the Barney suit? I always thought there was more than one. There was one for the voice, and there was one inside the suit. Or was it the voice, or was it the guy in the suit? It was a little annoying. I remember like the Baby Bop character being really annoying. Her voice was so annoying. Y'all, I grew up watching the new Zoo review. Okay, go Google that sometime on YouTube. We're talking nightmare fuel. The characters, these big, puppets, people in puppet suits, and what do you call it? HR Puffin stuff. Sid and Marty Krofft. So yeah, Barney was really tame. Barney was super tame compared to some of the stuff that I had grown up with in the 70s and 80s. So I was okay with Barney, but no, I did not know about Baby Bop was the worst. Her voice was so, hey Barney, oh, stop it,
Oh no. With the high-pitched squeals, I see. Okay. Leave it in there.
Sigmund the Sea Monster. That was another one that I liked because it had Johnny Whitaker in it, who was Jody from Family Affair. And Family Affair was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I wanted to be Buffy so bad. She was so cute with her little pigtails and her Mrs. Peasley doll, and everybody just thought she was the most wonderful little thing. I think that I remember that being one of the first shows I remember watching where, Cute got away with it. So
Yeah, Ellie thinks that's gonna work, and it's not.
what's gonna work? Cute? Oh yeah, it does.
The Cute gonna get away with it?
It does.
No,
Yes,
used
I remember
Cute
that
got
Shadow
away with
Kitty. Cute works for a little while. It doesn't work forever. That's what mine have come to learn. You're old enough to clean up after yourself. Cute doesn't work anymore. You're a sentient, thinking little creature now that is not 100% dependent on me for survival. You can help out. Giving me cute eyes and being silly to stall time. That just doesn't work anymore. But when they were little, like that, yeah, Cute works. How can I be mad at you? You're so cute.
Well, that's just nature, so that we don't yeet them across the house.
Yeah.
You're cute, so I don't strangle murder you in your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't work for Daddy, though. He can't just be cute for me not to want to strangle murder him.
Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. Nope. Only for the offsprings.
It's enough with the screamies. Are you tired? You want to go lay down? I didn't think so.
Yeah, Cute only works for first impressions in that case.
If you would stop spitting it out, you'd have it.
I don't want it.
Hey.
It's like, Mom, I can't see my face. You're taking away my screen time.
Do you want to sit forward? Okay. There.
Hi. There she is. Hi, Allie. See, I want to see what's going on, Mom. I might miss something.
The only thing you're missing right now is a nap. The only thing you're missing right now is a nap. That's right. I'm gonna chew on your passy instead of use it the normal way.
Rudy, stop. Quit.
Small puppy refuses.
I swear they get, how pets have their tickle spot, their itchy spot.
Mm-hmm.
That if you scratch them, the leg goes, and they really enjoy that. 2 of my 3 dogs can reach their own tickle spot and will get fixated on scratching that area for just shits and giggles. Like, they don't have fleas or anything like that. There's no skin condition, and it goes on and on and on until I can't stand the sound of it anymore. It's like, you have to stop. Just stop. Plus, he's bumping up against the window blinds, which is annoying. That's the main difference between pets and actual human babies is I can squirt this one and make him stop doing something I don't want him to do.
I mean, I could do that with the little one, but then DSS might show up.
Well, eventually they learn to operate the spray bottle back, so there's that. Don't do anything you wouldn't want them to do back to you, because at some point you get it back. But
Mm-hmm.
the dog can never ever operate the spray bottle. They have their own ways, but like my wiener dog licks her feet, obsessively licks her feet, and it is just wherever she's laying or sitting, it's going to become soaking wet because she's licking her feet. And I have to make her stop because after a while, just the sound of it, slurp, 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 is like Chinese water torture. You have to stop. One of the commands that she actually understands is no feet. No feet. That means don't lick the feet, especially if she's up on my bed. Don't be making wet spots on the bed. That's gross. Not with your dog slobber.
Any kind of slobber should not be making wet spots on my bed.
Well, no. I don't care for them being on the bed much. There's only really one of them that can actually still jump up there. The other two are too old. I have to help them if they go up there, so they have to have permission. The younger one can come flying in from the hallway. You know, she's still got all her superpowers.
Yeah.
Poor tiny human. It's frustrating when the adults aren't psychic. Yes, it is. And that's the hardest part about babies is I don't know what you want. I have given you everything. What is it that has made you so unhappy? And they just can't tell you. It's so frustrating.
Well, I'm pretty lucky that she's either really good at understanding me or she understands that I'm trying or
Yeah.
something. Because it's like she knows when I've had enough. She's like, this is what's wrong. You haven't figured it out yet? Ah! How about now? Okay.
Yeah.
And she's usually pretty good at talking to me. I'll ask her, like, do you need a diaper change? And then she'll be quiet. So, no, not that. Oh, you hungry? Okay. Well, then we'll feed you. She's pretty good about doing that.
That they have different cries. It's like, oh, that's the I'm hurting in pain cry. There's the I just need some attention cry. There's the hungry cry. There's
Wiggle, wiggle.
really, really pissed off baby cry, which is never fun because that's when they don't breathe, and that scares me because they're like, oh, and their little faces turn purple and
Mm-hmm.
must resist naughty remarks. Nah, you don't have to resist. Naughty remarks are okay. I just don't relate too well, so. Oh, she's so sweet. Hi, baby.
I have so many toys that I have to grow into. It's silly. Because Daddy keeps buying me toys I can't use yet.
She's giving that a lot of thought right there. That's some serious concentration.
She's like, I will figure out how to eat this. Gotta gnaw off these pointy parts on the sides first. Then I can eat it. She likes to play eat it or yeet it. If she can't eat it, she just throws it.
Yep. Both of mine had pacifiers when they were little, and oh my gosh.
Goodness.
I had one of them. I don't remember if it was the older one or the younger one now, but she always had to have extra binkies in the crib with her so that if she woke up in the night that she could pretty much just reach anywhere in the bed and find one and stick it back in there. And I think it was the younger one. She had to have one in her mouth and one in each hand. She would hold it by the bulbs and look like little propellers because she would twirl them back and forth in her fingers like this. And it just looked like she had propellers. It was cute. But there were always multiple binkies. Yeah, they're hard to get rid of. The best part about pacifiers is they're not the thumb.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that. A pacifier I can get rid of. I can't cut their little thumb off. You know? Yeah, my little granddaughter, the younger one, she had I think I might have taken her binky a little too soon because she still has and I talked about it the other day, she has her little blankie that she has to have, her snuggle blankie, she calls it. We have 5 of them now, so that there's always a clean one available. uh, but she still, when you can see her when she goes to sleep, her little chin does that sucking motion like babies do,
Yeah.
like that. She still does that to this day. And I wonder if maybe I weaned her off the binky too fast.
Maybe.
She was 2 years old is enough for me. When they start talking, it's time for the binky to go. Because how do you know if they're able to speak properly if they're talking around a pacifier? So that was my thing. Yeah, little baby cigarettes. We did the whole the binky fairy thing. The binkies are for the babies. Now we got to send the binkies to the babies. And it's always hard. They're never happy, but it really only takes a couple of days of them figuring out, well, it's too bad I'm not getting one, and they will adjust. They will adjust. The thumb is different. You can't just go cut the thumb off and
Yeah, that's
yeah.
my one habit. Even at 21 going on 22, I still suck my thumb.
Yeah, I still have my special certain fabrics are what I call pinchable.
Yeah.
That I have this tactile finger wrinkle
Mhm.
thing that I do with when I'm just going to sleep or relaxing or not paying attention. I catch myself doing it when I'm not paying attention. So it's kind of a ever since I was little. I remember being very young and mom wanting me to get out of bed. I'm like, wait, I got to push these buttons first. Hold on. And it was just me playing with the fabric. So I don't give her a hard time about having the blankie.
I mean, I still have my favorite stuffed animal that sleeps in my bed with me,
Yeah.
with my husband.
Yeah. Yeah, I have pillows. I used to
Yeah,
sleep with stuffed
I
animals,
told
but
him when he asked me to marry him, if that was going to be a problem, then we weren't getting married.
right? Yeah. It's like
I
me
was
and my
like,
pillows are a package deal.
this is how this is, and if it's not okay, you need to tell me now.
Hi, Doc. Fearsome is here. Hi, sweetie.
Are you pooping?
Well, don't advertise it, Mom. Don't tell everybody.
Well, I'm just telling you and everybody who ever watches this ever. You know, it's only a few.
She'll appreciate that one day.
Go back on YouTube and find these one day and be like, "You want to see what you were like as a baby?"
Yeah. Oh, there's not a hot lot going on, Doc. We're just chilling out and hanging out and playing with the baby and talking about, I can't even tell you how many random subjects we've covered. We're just chatting, just chilling.
Be mindful. Sometimes I wish I only had a body pillow instead of a husband, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah, I had a body pillow, but it just wasn't quite long enough. Like it only hit, was like from here to just above the ankle. And it just wasn't quite big enough. I needed a bigger one. No, I have 2 now. I have one for the lower regions and one for the upper regions to hug around. And yes, I got to have my pillows. I have 4 pillows total. And when I go to sleep at night, there are 4 pillows supporting me in different ways. And the husband knows, don't touch me. Like if I'm sleeping, don't. I don't cuddle. I'm not snuggly. Don't throw your leg over me. Don't put your arm on me. I am sleeping. Don't mess with me. So that was a starting premise. Look, okay, are you going to be all right with the fact that I will not ever reach over and grab you and snuggle up to you in the night unless my feet are cold? I might stick my feet on you. You know?
I am like the
I'm
opposite
cool with that.
way.
I can't deal with it. I get too sweaty and it's uncomfortable. And I'm sorry, guys, but your arm is heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy, and it's pushing on me.
Well, luckily, we are like to cuddle kind of people.
Yeah.
The only problem is that my husband likes to be the little spoon.
What?
Yes,
That's weird.
likes to be the little spoon, which is hard because I'm 5'3" and
I
he's
say you can't
almost
be the little spoon unless you're the little spoon.
no.
It's geometry.
No. He used a little spoon.
Oh, your kitty wakes up. Have only the cold embrace of darkness. Doc. So tragic. I'm so sorry.
Friend, I'm gonna buy you a heating blanket so that at least you can have the warm embrace of darkness.
Right? I like my room dark. I used to be afraid of the dark when I was a kid and had to have night lights and stuff now. Now it's got to be dark. It has to be
Well,
dark.
I don't think Elise is afraid of the dark. Because it's got to be pitch black in the nursery for her to sleep. I can't even have
Yeah.
lights on in our bedroom because it casts light into the nursery and she just will not.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I think not. She's
Mine
like,
are
light is for playtime.
mine are night lighters. They like to have a night light in the bedroom. And I think it's mostly because they share a bedroom and the big sister likes to scare the little sister.
Well, that's no good. That's how you get trust issues.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen anyway because, I mean, they're being raised by their grandma. So their parent abandoned them. They're going to have trust issues.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
almost certain of it. But thankfully, they're still young and we don't have that problem yet until they get a little more existential minded. The older one's going to be 10 in April, which just freaks me the hell out. Oh my God, my baby. And I
I don't
just
know.
hate Facebook because it keeps pulling up memories from 10 years ago. And here's my little baby, and oh, it's killing me because she's 10. She's going to be 10. Double digit.
My goodness, little bug.
Cheeks. Cheeks.
I'm gonna chew on the tambourine.
Get the same with my two big black cats. Stereo purring. My cat purrs, but I can barely hear it. She's just not loud at all.
Yeah, some cats are like that.
Periods and boyfriends. Oh my God, don't even get me started. We talked about that the other day. Not the boyfriends part, but yeah. I was the one that broached the subject, which is not usually how I do it. I usually wait till they ask me some question, but I caught her watching videos of women giving birth, which is scary even when you're a grown up. Well, you don't really need to be watching this. If you've got some questions, let's talk, And so I don't know. She's not ready for the sex talk yet, but she's definitely ready for the period talk because they tend to start young nowadays.
Yeah.
Or younger than I remember, but I don't know.
I don't remember when I started, which is my favorite question that they ask me when I go to the doctor's office. So when did it start? Well, at some point.
I do remember because I was a late bloomer and I was like the last of my friends, the only girl I knew on the planet at my age that hadn't yet, So I had to, I remember that. I was 16. And I grew boobs that summer too, which was awesome.
12 or 13, something like that.
Yeah, I was a very late bloomer. But boy, when she bloomed, it was a bountiful crop. Boyfriends are a little easier to deal with.
Just threaten them and it'll be fine.
Yeah, pretty much as long as, I get to meet and approve of them, period. Like there's no discussion about that. If I say no, you can't have it because I'm a very good judge about what's bad because I've already had 3 husbands and I know it's bad. So he's acting like the first one. No, you can't have him. I say that and both of my daughters started out with some pretty bad choices. So I don't know.
No matter how you want to.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it. They're gonna want who they want, and There's not a lot you can do about
And
it.
the more you say no, the more they're going to try to find it somewhere else.
I know.
I
And
know.
then
I was that.
you try to hope they don't get hurt too bad. That's the best you can hope for, is that they don't get their heart broken so bad that they, never
Never.
love anyone again type thing. Oh, she's so sweet.
Are you going to sing us a song? No.
Yes. I still don't know the argument between if girls are easier than boys. I think girls are more expensive than boys because they have a lot more crap that they need and want, and it costs more to be female in general, especially in the United States. But I don't envy the teenage years that are coming. I don't look forward to that because it wasn't fun the first time around. It's not going to be fun the second time around, and I hate losing that adored status, because that's what happens. You go literally overnight from being the smartest, most wonderful person who has all the answers to all the questions to being the dumbest person who ever walked the earth. You don't know nothing. You don't understand me, So, and I did it to my parents. It's a thing, and it's a thing that girls have to do to separate from the nest at some point. They've got to find that independence.
Yeah. Was going to say, it's probably going to be even harder for you because you're going to get to hear, "You're not even my real mom."
Yeah, I wish, and yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. The oldest, I don't think she quite understands still that mom's probably not coming back. Like, I can't guarantee that she will, but I absolutely can't guarantee that she won't either. So, I don't know. It's hard to be not decisive about it. And I know how I feel. If she best not try to come around here. She knows. I told her to stay away. When they're grown, they'll come find you if they want you. But it's better to just leave them alone than to come and leave and come and leave and come and leave and keep doing that. So it's better if she just doesn't come. And I don't foresee her being here anytime in the very near future. I do know that the oldest one, who I thought had already stopped believing in Santa Claus, asked Santa Claus mommy for Christmas, which just about broke my heart.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. And so we had to have that conversation, like, that's not something that can happen. That's not a wish that you can wish true. That depends on mommy and what she decides to do with her life. And until you're older, she's not going to be around here. She knows. I don't know that she understands, but she knows.
Bad. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go try to lay this tiny goblin down before she decides to blow out anybody else's eardrums.
Night night, boo boo.
Now she's playing with.
Of course.
That was
Yep.
short-lived. I'll be right
Yep.
back.
I want my nap. I get like that when I need a nap too. I'm John. How you doing? Nice to see you. Duck has no children and never will. You're welcome. Okay. I don't have a problem with people with no kids. I was glad when mine moved out. I loved them. It was time though. After, that many years, it's like, okay, go make a life. Go be a productive member of society. Get out of my house. I'm tired of being responsible for you. That was the good time. I had a short empty nest time, but I did have one and I enjoyed it. And if I'm not too old when it happens again, I will enjoy it when it comes around again. Oh, hi, Philip. Nice to see you. Welcome to the madhouse. Sometimes I think it is. Gesundheit, wiener dog. Oh, goodness. Don't lose your head. How you doing, Philip? It's only Tuesday. It's going to be a long week. Tomorrow there will be more Ask Granny. Girls' Night this week, I believe, is on Nadine's channel, I think. Wonder Lady has decided it makes her too stressed out to have it on her channel, so she's not going to be doing that, but that's okay. Philip, you've been working on some new songs. That's awesome. Your repertoire is huge, as it is. There you go. Mommy time.
And just as I sit down, she starts with the screamies. Just in there.
Yes, just give her a second.
Well, it's give a second to see if it's her passy that fell out or if she's just fussing.
Yeah.
Her passy fell out, I have to get back up.
I think that's how come I had so many in the bed with them. It's like they're always one in arm's reach, you know.
She's not quite figured out how to get it back in her mouth yet. She's working on it.
She was doing all right there, sitting in your lap. She was thinking about it though hard. You could tell she was.
She tries so hard. Just not quite getting it.
So, what you got going on this week?
Other than I want to burn my house down?
Why?
Not a whole lot. Just, every time I turn around, it's something different.
Always. Are you needing repairs or just general housekeeping crap? Because I've had that feeling just over. Just I was like,
part housekeeping, part pest removal.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Burn the house down, claim insurance, rebuild a new house.
Yeah.
But husband says we can't do that.
Math Pig has a 3 p.m. stream. Not sure what time zone it is, though.
Well, he's 5 hours ahead of me, so...
Yeah, something like that for me.
Well, I'm Eastern Standard, and I know he's 5 hours ahead of me, and I think you're an hour behind me.
Yeah, so he's 6 ahead of me.
Yeah. I made sure to remember. That way, whenever he's like, I'm doing this at this time, I can be like, great. Math.
Doing this has got me better at it, that's for sure. And when I did the streamathon thing for Doc for his fundraiser, it was like, oh my gosh, I've got to coordinate all these people in all these different time zones, and I have no clue what time it is in Australia or, Denmark. So I had to learn. Got the good one. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming by. Good to see you. What are you up to today? The drama stream that they put up the other day with him and Lucy was cracking me up, and they tried so hard to find real dirt on me, and it just wasn't there. It was a good try. I'll give you a good try.
I mean, there's not any dirt on me either.
It was fake dirt.
Good Christian kid for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I'm not embarrassed about the dumb crap I've done or dumb crap I do, so most everybody knows anyway.
I mean, they would find out anyway, so
right?
He goes live in 100 minutes. Okay. That's 20 minutes shy of 2 hours. Which is 5 p.m. my time.
Looking for fake drama on me. Good luck, darling. I don't, because I don't tweet much, if at all, hardly. My Facebook is basically just me pushing my YouTube channels. or channel. I only have one. I have one channel. I have one email. I have one,
A singular everything.
Yep.
Well, if we count all the YouTube channels I've ever had, then I think I've got 3.
Okay.
And I've got like 4 emails, 2 Facebooks.
I used to have a Yahoo email, but I don't even know if it's still.
Yeah,
It
one of
probably.
my 4 emails that I was just talking about is a
Yeah.
Yahoo. Yahoo still exists.
Hi, Dave. Yeah, Yahoo still exists, but I
Yay!
don't know if they still have my email because I would think after a certain amount of time of inactivity, they would
Oh, I'm
shut
sure it's
that
not
down.
inactive. I'm sure people are still emailing it. Like all the junk mail and stuff, and that'll keep it active.
That's possible. I should go check it out one of these days. I don't know that I could still get back in it.
You'd have to recover password.
Yeah, because I don't remember what password I was using back then. I change it pretty regular, but I use the same one pretty much for everything so that I can
Yeah.
remember it.
I'm the same way.
So if I change one, I have to go in and change them all.
Dave! It's my boy. I love Dave.
I do too. Dave is everywhere. He's like
Dave
Doorknob
really
Head.
is.
He's everywhere. That's who's missing. Where's Doorknob Head?
Sleeping. A few tiny hours
Probably.
that he gets sleep, probably.
Yeah.
Batteries at work.
Ah, Philip, that's sweet. We love you back. You know we do.
Dave is the best boy.
See, I smoke too much, y'all. It's bad.
Everybody's got to have one thing, I guess.
Oh, I have several, but this is just the worst one, I think. This is the worst one because it's probably the most dangerous. That and this and my Taco Bell. Cigarettes at Taco Bell, my caffeine addiction. And
Why do you sound like my husband? Cigarettes, Taco Bell,
caffeine.
coffee. Angie, is that why we get along? Are you like the older lady version of my husband?
Oh, gosh. I hope not because I don't know. It's possible. I think that's kind of a running thing in America anyway, is caffeine addiction.
And fast food anywhere.
Angie, is that BB-8? What? BB-8 where? No, it's a snowman. It's a snowman with missing paint. Having not seen the Star Wars, at least I know what BB-8 is.
Yeah, for a second I thought I was going to have to explain who BB-8
I
is.
actually know what it is. That's
Great.
it's, social media has a way of educating you on things that you don't really know about.
Yeah. That I can say that you can't be the lady version of my husband because he's super into Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
So,
I like sci-fi stuff. I prefer to read it than watch it because most of the
yeah.
sci-fi stuff that's coming out now is so campy and cheesy. I don't know. I'm a Star Trek fan, but
Hello, God, the good one.
not obsessed about anything. If I get obsessed about something, it's usually a band or a musician.
I don't think we've ever talked before, God, the good one.
If you're not subscribed to God, you're not bad.
Am I subbed to God, the good one? Let's go find out. Go to channel.
I remember being really happy when The Next Generation came out because I was an original series fan from childhood, and I was just glad they were doing something else, Star Trek related, and it was pretty good too. I liked it. So I've watched all of them except for the most recent one series. Are you all right? Ruh-roh? Damn, gravity got her. Pick it up, plug it back in.
That's what happens when you pull the cord.
I did that the other day. Got up to get ready to stand up, had the damn thing wrapped around my leg, and just about pulled it all off the desk. and
Well, I
almost
do
busted my
everything on
face.
I do everything on like a tablet with a really flimsy keyboard attached to it.
Mm.
So, because my old laptop is a fancy paperweight at this point, and I'm eventually gonna find another more sturdy replacement
Yeah.
for what I'm using now. Because this thing's
Yeah.
good on the move, but it's not great when you need it to be sturdy.
I like my laptop, but it was not designed to do this kind of thing, and I'm killing it every time I stream, every time I do videos. I'm taxing it a little bit more, and I'm gonna kill it, and it's gonna be sad. But I really thought I was getting a new one for Christmas. Somebody told me I was gonna get a new computer for Christmas, so they didn't come through. So
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
waiting on that.
for a while, we were gonna build me a desktop, but I don't have a place for it or money to buy desktop parts, so I'm just gonna probably end up buying something like a Chromebook because it'll do all the things I needed to do.
Yeah.
But usually cheaper than what I'd spend on a Windows anything. Correct, be mindful. I am playing with baby stuff. This is what happens when you have a baby. You just now find yourself playing with things.
There's always a toy within reach somewhere.
Usually.
You notice she didn't pick up the toy that makes noise, though. She didn't go anywhere near the one that makes noise. She's playing with a quiet toy. Yeah. That's the meanest thing you can do to a parent is buy their child something that makes noise.
Oh my
If you want
god.
to get back at somebody, buy them something that makes a really annoying noise and try it out in the store. Because you want to make sure it's a super annoying sound.
Yeah. No, that's when mommy and daddy just magically take the batteries out and tell
Oh
you that it just
no,
doesn't work.
it's broken. What happened?
Well, what's
Oh
funny
dear.
is that Ellie hates it when toys talk at her. Hates it.
Really?
She can't stand it. Like it freaks her out.
Hmm.
Because my mom got her one. It's kind of like a Tickle Me Elmo sort of, but it's like a purple dog, and you press its feet, and it like
Oh
sings the
yeah.
alphabet and
Yeah.
whatever. And it sings the alphabet at her, and she's just looking at it like,
Why isn't your
mm.
face moving? Yeah, I think when they're little like that, they don't do the.
She looks at it, and then she looks at me, and she goes, "No, uh-uh." And then if I don't get it away from her fast enough, she starts with the screaming. I was
Hi,
like,
Emma Finch. How are you? Welcome to my channel.
"Howdy."
You missed the adorable fat cheeked baby. She's taking a nap. It's just us.
Just boring old people. It's fine.
I was failing to get undressed. Dave, are you stripping in the chat? What's going on over there?
I don't have any singles, Dave.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Could make it rain in pennies, but that's
Right?
not cool.
I go get my coffee can and dump some change on his head.
Yes, but I feel like I'm 90.
Just wait.
You just wait till I actually make it there. I know.
Yeah, just wait till you hit about 40-ish.
Yeah, that's like 20 years from now. It's fine.
Yep, it doesn't seem like very far off, but now that you have a child, it's gonna go by really fast. Ha ha ha
I
ha.
know it.
You've jumped into a time wormhole space bending thing
I
known as
really have.
parenthood.
I mean, in 5 days she'll be 7 months old, and I don't know how we got here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've had my grands for almost 4 years now, and the big one turning 10 is just remarkable to me. It's not till April. I have a few more months before we hit double digits.
Yeah, it's blowing my mind that Ellie's gonna be 1 in June.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's very strange how fast it goes.
'Cause my
Except for
friends
the
are talking.
occasional day that drags ass, but
I don't know. It's just like my friends are like, "What are we doing for summer?" And I'm like, "Fun. I'm gonna have a baby. Wait, she's gonna be 1.
yep.
I'm a 1-year-old. It's just
And she's going to be mobile by then, too.
I don't know. She's not taken to the crawling thing like her doctor wants her
She
to.
will. She will. Once they figure out how to get locomotion, it's all over because they go from crawling to walking to pulling
To
to
running.
running really fast.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Oh, Dave went out to walk the dog and now he's back, so he's getting naked. Fantastic.
Walk the dog. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, bye, junk shop. Are you leaving me?
Farewell, drunk shop. Drive safe.
Yes, be careful. If I'm still here in half an hour, in half an hour I will probably be shutting it down because I usually quit about 3. So I'm sorry. And we're in the same central time zone, so my time is your time, baby.
See,
Two
you
2 hours is about as all I can stand. I don't like to monopolize people's time that long.
Yeah.
And I know that if I go much longer than that, nobody's going to come back and watch it later. And if they do, they'll only watch part of it, and that messes with your watch time and your algorithm stuff. So remember to watch your friends. If you're supporting a channel, watch from beginning to end, even if you have to walk away and leave it playing, because it actually matters.
Yeah.
I try not to jump out in the middle of streams. It happens. Everybody has to do stuff sometimes. We get it.
Yeah.
But when you can, try to help keep us all plugged in. And I need more subs. And if you're not subscribed to Junk Shop Library, please go do it right now. We need to get him to 100 before March 13th. And he does he is my favorite Bible reader because he'll read it to you and then he just improv rips on it, and he's funny and adorable, and I love my Junk Shop. I sleep in a bed. I slept practically sitting up last night because
Why?
my stomach has been bothering me.
Oh.
And when I lay down, I get that pain right here. It's like, ow! So I basically propped up the pillows and kind of like this in the bed last night. So I feel sorry for the husband. He's got himself a CPAP machine, so I don't have to listen to him snore anymore, but he's still stuck with my snoring. So sorry,
Maybe
babe.
you need one.
I don't think I have full-blown apnea. I just am overweight and snore a little.
Yeah.
I call it girl snoring. Have my gallbladder checked. Don't have a gallbladder anymore, which is part of my problem. I had it removed when I was like 23, a really long time ago, and I've had tummy trouble since. So it's just time to go get it looked at and figure out if I've got an ulcer or if it's just reflux or what's going on.
Yeah.
It's just that it's gotten worse. It used to be your generic acidy, burny feeling, reflux kind of thing, and now it's a actual pain, like a sharp pain. You know how when you're eating something and you maybe eat a little too fast and it feels like you get a bubble in between and it just is stuck, or you swallow a big pill and it just feels stuck and there's that pain right there. That's what wakes me up in the middle of the night. So I just slept sitting up last night and it was fine. I didn't have that problem.
At least it worked. Dave, to answer your question, sometimes pajamas, sometimes just straight up naked.
I prefer underwear only, but because I have kids in the house, I wear clothes. That way, if I have to get up in the night, I don't have to get up and get dressed and then go find out what's going on. So.
Well, I have a robe for that.
I do, but it's the same as still having to get up and get dressed. I'd rather just be able to get up and run in there. What's going on? What's the matter?
Yeah.
Why are you crying? You know what?
Who punched who in where?
Yeah, I did. Who's throwing up? Who's in the bathroom? What's going on in there? Yeah, I don't like to sleep in the clothes. I like nightgowns preferably, but t-shirts are better because they just below the waist, and so they don't get all bunched up underneath me too bad.
Usually my pajamas are for lounging around the house and getting things done.
Yeah. House clothes.
Otherwise, I run around naked. why
Now,
I'm
when I
like,
had the
do
house
what
to
they don't.
myself, I have no trouble running around naked.
Yeah.
Uh, as long as the temperature is correct. I'm very temperature sensitive, and I don't like to be cold. So naked is not something I do very often anymore. And I'm one of those people. I have the bathrobe and the house shoes and all that in the bathroom with me when I take a shower, so that as soon as I get out and dry off, I can wrap up because I don't like to be cold at all. It hurts my nippies.
I feel that.
It does. It just like too cold is too perky, and that hurts.
Too cold is just too cold.
Yes.
Like all my joints from the waist down hurt. It's just a problem.
Well, then the whole point of getting in the shower anyway is to get warm. So even in the
Mm-mm.
summer, I have trouble though if because air conditioning is cold, and if I'm sitting anywhere near a vent, I just get bitchy. Like I'm cold. They're like it's 108 degrees outside. What are you complaining about? Well, it's not 108 in here. It's like 50 something, and I'm cold.
Yeah. It's the problem. My husband's a polar bear and he likes it cold, and I'm like, no. He's like, can we put it on 60? No.
No. Yeah, we have thermostat wars in my house. He's definitely less heat tolerant than I am. But I still get the little random tropical vacations too, so I can be sitting here freezing 1 minute and sweating the next, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah. Well, unbeknownst to husband, I can go to the thermostat and put a password on it and just not tell him what the password is. I don't know what's wrong with it, babe.
No, it's every time I walk by, I look at it to see if he's messed with it. And if I see that he has, I have to give him the look, like, touch it again and die. I'm telling you.
Don't try me, old man.
And I get mad if I say I'm cold and someone says, well, it's not cold. Well, I didn't say it's cold. I said I'm cold. Don't
Yeah.
argue with me. Don't tell me how to feel. I'm cold. You know?
Sometimes
Make
my
it
husband just
safe.
looks at me and then brings me a blanket. I don't have to say anything.
I'm intelligent enough to wear long sleeves in the cooler times and
Yeah.
things like that. But summer is hard because you're outside, you're working in the yard, it's hot. So when you come inside to cool off, and then in 15 minutes, I'm cooled off and shaking because
Yeah. You're cooled off and now cold.
yeah. And why is it that okay, in the winter I have my heater set on like 74, 75,
Mhm.
and that's almost too hot. But if I'm in the summertime and I have it set on 74, 75, that's way too cold. I don't understand.
It's because of the difference outside,
I
I
guess
think.
so.
Because, like, when you're coming from 100 degrees, it's 30 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
But then when it's like 40 outside and you're coming in, it's 30 degrees hotter. So,
It's
I
all
don't know.
relative. Yeah, it's all relative. I'm less tolerant of temperature the older I get. I used to be able to really take the heat, no problem. Like sweating doesn't bother me. I sweat very well. Uh, but yeah, it got really, really hot this summer, and I was not happy.
Dave, I'm gonna assume you're using the wrong measurement, i.e.,
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
20.
21 Fahrenheit is a bad time.
That's cold, yeah. Yeah, I think that's somewhere near 80. Yeah, 80 is, it's supposed to get up in the 80s like tomorrow or the next day here. So technically, winter is not all that cold, but it just fluctuates so dramatically from 40 degrees to 80 and back down to 30, and it's crazy. I hate the humidity is the worst because it amplifies either the heat or the cold to me. 68. That's cold. That's actually really nice. 68's a really nice temperature. It's almost chilly to me. I would have to have long sleeves for sure, but
Yes, Dave, I know. I went and looked it up.
it I don't convert temperature well. I've already established that, and I
I
have.
just used the internet.
Yeah, I use the Hey Google. So, oh, what is this? That, and I use Google for a translation a lot. My kids like to ask me how to say other words in other languages, and I'm like, I don't know. What can you ask Google? They're like, yeah, okay, we'll ask Google.
Well, the French word for bread is like, I think it's pronounced pain.
Yeah,
Pain? Something like that.
yeah.
I know my French written.
I took
Spoken,
French
not so
and
good.
Spanish because they were both similar. Uh, I didn't do very well at French. I did pretty good at Spanish, but it was um, proper Spanish, like not the kind of Spanish they speak around here in Texas, which is its own Tex-Mex dialect of English and Spanish, and I don't know what else mixed in.
Yeah.
uh, so I took 4 years of Spanish, and it didn't really help me communicate with the people around me at all. It got laughed at a lot, uh, but I learned more living in Texas and working in Texas than I did in class. So it's important stuff like, how short do you want your haircut?
Hmm.
I enjoyed it though. I liked the idea of other languages, and I like being able to think in more than one language. I think that's pretty cool. But I'm not very good at it. My sister took German in high school, and I don't think she liked it very much. She said it was really, really hard. So it's not Latin based like Spanish or Italian or French, which means it's way different from how we do stuff. I started trying to learn Klingon on the internet, but it makes no sense to me. It doesn't have proper grammar and that kind of stuff to make sense to me. Oh, you live in New Mexico. Okay, cool. I've been to New Mexico a couple of times. I've been to Ruidoso. I've been to White Sands. And I've been to, uh, what's the other place we went to Gummit? Red River something or other. I don't remember. Santa Fe. I'm pretty sure I've been there. We have a Santa Fe in Texas. I used to live there. Buenos dias.
Good day.
It is so quiet here today. There's no workmen around my house. There's no hammering. There's no dump trucks beeping, delivering dirt in the driveway. And it's so quiet here. I can hear like the traffic going by on the bridge, which is like 3 miles away, but it's across the water. So
Yeah.
sound travels, but we get these huge packs of motorcyclists that do these bar runs on the weekends, and oh my gosh, you can hear them for miles and miles. Carlsbad, yes, I've been to Carlsbad Caverns. Yes.
Hmm. So I'd say I've been in your state, Angie.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big state. That's a lot of stuff here.
We drove there from here.
Cool.
Never again.
Yeah, it's
There was like a 18, 20 hour drive, I think. 18 hour.
oh my gosh, yeah, it's almost, I want to say 10 hours just to drive from where I live to the western side of the state.
Yeah, we were in San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's south of here. I am in East Texas. I am north of Houston, about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so,
We were at the Air Force Base.
northeast of Houston.
Yeah, we went to Lackland.
Okay. I love San Antonio. I love going down there to visit. I've been there lots of times for hair conventions and things like that.
Yeah.
My husband goes there fairly regularly for his continuing education stuff. And when permittable, I will go too. And it's like, okay, honey, you go to class. I'm going shopping. Have a nice day. I can pick you up when you're done. I like being close enough to Houston that I can get to it for a day trip, but I don't like actually going there
Yeah.
unless I have a really good reason. And now that Dad's gone, I don't really have a good reason to go to Houston unless I plan something. Because he was my reason for going there to the VA and that sort of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, be mindful. I'm in South Carolina. I'm about 20, 30 minutes from the capital city.
My favorite teacher was from South Carolina. She was my marine biology teacher, Mrs. Cottingham. Houston is definitely huge. I like Houston in the sense that it's anything you want, you can find there. I mean, if you're, highbrow and you want theater and ballet and stuff like that, they have that. The only thing they don't have anymore is a decent amusement park. I miss Astro World so much. I grew up going to Astro World, and I miss Astro World. I was very sorry, sad, and upset the day they closed it down. And even the T-shirts that I bought the last time I went are starting to fall apart now. I feel bad for actually wearing them because I should have saved them. But born and raised in Houston. Yes, Philip is one of my local friends, in case y'all didn't know. We is karaoke buddies and general friends. I knew his mom and his dad. And we've known each other for dang near 20 years now. I actually think I met Philip about the same time I met Doc, my husband. Yep, that's about how long I've known him. So Philip's a good guy. He's a very good guy. He's one of those nice people who's just good inside and out.
Yeah. See, if we were to drive it right now from here to Lackland, it would be 17 and a half hours if you drive it straight. We did it over like a 4-day stretch.
Yeah. I
Well,
drove to Florida once from here, and
I'm
that
so
was
sorry.
ugh. I had a friend that was leaving her husband, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take you to your sister's house." And we hopped in the car, and I drove to Florida, dropped her off. I think I crashed on her sister's couch or something for a couple hours, and then I jumped back in the car and drove home. And it took well over 24 hours. So,
Yeah.
I like road tripping though. If somebody needs to go somewhere, yeah, call me. I'll drive you.
Well, great, Angie. I need you to come here and get me, and we're going to Kentucky.
Kentucky. Have I been to Kentucky? I have been to Kentucky.
I've got family in Kentucky, and I try to go up there once a year.
Okay.
I didn't get to go last year because I was very pregnant, but they came down here.
That's good. I'm trying to remember what part of Kentucky have I been to. It was probably the southernmost part of it because I don't remember going too far up in there. We went to the NASCAR track at Bristol, Tennessee once, and I think at some point we managed to get ourselves up into Kentucky.
Yeah.
Because I want to say we stopped at Loretta Lynn's farmhouse or something like that up there. I don't remember. It's been a while. That was a, oh my God, nightmare trip too. We were driving a an old RV that we had bought, and it would not go up the mountain. It was like, this poor thing. It would just, it couldn't get enough oxygen or something. And we spent the entire trip just trying to get to the next town because something else was going wrong with the motor or the camper or whatever. And it was just terrible. Catnip is in South Carolina, sweetie. That's what she just said.
Yeah, I make a like 8-ish hour trip once a year.
Yeah.
And it's catnip with a K for a reason. I'm not the weird herb that you give to your cat for them to get crazy high.
Oh, my cat loves catnip. She's so funny. I know some cats don't, but mine does. She loves it.
I love it when I'm somewhere and then Shadow Kitty shows up.
That's a dangerous combination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crashed on her couch, driving in the house. R.
Well, if you find yourself in South Carolina, you can sleep on my couch.
I have not made it that far yet. Florida's as far east as I've been. Tennessee.
North of Florida.
Yeah, I just didn't get that far.
It's okay, Philip. I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. One of my family friends, because my name's Crazy Catnip on just about every social media thing imaginable, including Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And so I was playing Xbox Live with a friend of mine. I've known him and his family since I was like only slightly bigger than Ellie is. And he calls me Crazy Ketchup. So I'm used to it. And he knows it's catnip.
Yeah.
But the first time he ever seen it written down, he thought it said Crazy Ketchup. So that's who I am now.
I have a cousin named Kathy, and she was always Cat. We always called her Cat. Yeah. And so that's how that helps me remember.
Bye, Shadow Kitty.
Bye, Kitty.
Whatever you do.
I was on Xbox Live when I first got the Xbox, which was many, many years ago. But it was just like their free trial that came with the purchase of the thing, and I never renewed it because I quit using it for a long time. I don't play the games. I couldn't get anybody to play with me. I didn't enjoy playing by myself, so we had the Kinect thing where you had to like actually move around and do shit. So the kids were, the youngest one, my daughter, was already practically grown, and she moved out shortly after that. So I even bought a golf game to see if I get the husband to play with me. He played once and I beat him, and he wouldn't play with me anymore. I was like, well, that's not fair. I just don't like it. It doesn't read me right. I would have done better if the game was working properly. It's like, no, you just don't read the directions. Pops right up on the screen.
I don't play hardly anything anymore. I just have it.
Yeah, I use it basically as a DVD player in the kids' bedroom now for when they want to watch movies and stuff. Yeah. So, because we don't have satellite in the bedroom, they can only watch videos in there.
But I will add you as my friend anyway, Philip. I need your gamer tag though. I can do it from my phone without even having to turn the Xbox on, because it's over there. I can't see it through all the baby stuff.
Oh my gosh, if you could see my kids' room right now, you would think there was something seriously wrong with me. That it's a disaster, and there's so much stuff, and you can't get them to purge things. Like they no, I like that. No, I play with that. No, I haven't seen you play with that since the second day you had it. So let's give it to somebody who doesn't have anything, or put it in the yard sale, whatever. And it's almost impossible to get them to purge stuff, and they have so much crap. And the little one says, Santa didn't bring us much stuff for Christmas this year. And I was like, he can see your room. Santa can see your room, and he knows you don't need anything.
You
You
can
have
see
too
how
much crap.
messy you are with the things you already
Yeah,
have.
you don't take care of what you got. So why would he bring you something new? Uh, so yeah, they didn't have the Christmas haul that they're used to. Of course, they get, I'm not the only one that buys them gifts. They have other grandparents and other people who care about them, so they get stuff from
Well,
other places. They got plenty. I don't worry. They got plenty
oh,
of
I'm sure.
Christmas.
Ellie
And
got clothes.
yeah,
I bought some more cloth diapers, and she got toys from everybody's that wasn't me and Daddy.
yep.
Yeah, because if I hadn't lost my mind already, a cloth diaper. Send help. It's actually not hard. I thoroughly enjoy it.
I'm bad about rewarding them with little things that I know that they have a when they go to school they have a conduct code thing that they do at school, and if they are good all week and they don't get any color changes or don't get called out for anything, then I've always rewarded them with like a Kinder Egg or something small. When I was a kid, it's Cracker Jacks. That was the best reward you could get because you got something sweet and you got a
The toy.
prize inside. It
Yeah.
might have been a crappy, lick on tattoo, but it was still a prize. It was a bonus. And so they like the Kinder Eggs and the little blind bags that you can get at the dollar store that has some little Lego figure in it or something. And they have a bazillion of these tiny little toys, just itty bitty little things that last until they get dropped in the toy box and then they're never seen again. Yes, Philip, I have heard your shuffleboard story. Yes, I have. I always lose, and it's always the controller or game's fault. Yeah, I remember playing. We had a Nintendo when my kids were little. It was Nintendo, and my second husband and his sons played those games like crazy. And I remember there was one that was like airplanes shooting at stuff on the ground that we had, and even I got hooked on that one for a while because it was predictable. Like it was the same every time you went through it. So you knew if you shot here when you got to the screen, it was going to hit. And I don't think they're that predictable anymore.
No.
Maybe it's why I don't like them. Because you could memorize how to get through each screen.
Yeah.
And I
That can
remember playing Atari uh, Adventure with the little dragons, and you were like this arrow, which was a sword, and you could kill the dragons with your sword. But it had little mazes, and you could memorize the maze and get through to each room. And so that may be why I don't like them so much anymore. Is they're just not predictable, and I can't win. I watch other people play games, and I think, how do you know if you're winning? It's so frenetic and fast paced now, and
Not the stuff I play. I play stuff like Stardew Valley, which is just here's a forum. Hang out with the people on your forum. Make friends with the townspeople.
yeah, okay. Oh, that's kind of like the one that Nadine plays, the Don't Starve.
Yeah, I
It's
played that with them.
do you? That's cool.
I love Don't Starve Together. It's great.
I can't. My computer won't
That one's a little bit more
do
fast
it.
paced than
Hmm.
something like Stardew Valley because there's nothing that's gonna get you.
Yeah,
Stardew Valley.
yeah. I played the Facebook Farmville and stuff like that for a while, but I didn't
Mm.
like how you had to have neighbors. I kept having to have friends
Well,
with
with
people I didn't know
Stardew
or
Valley,
didn't
you
care
can
about.
play it completely by yourself.
Yeah.
And your computer probably could run it.
Well, I've got Steam now, and I went and downloaded the Goat Simulator because I watched her play that once, and it just cracked me up. And I started playing it the other day, and my computer gets hot. It doesn't like it. It's just running at max speed. So my little laptop is crap. It was I think I paid $200 for the thing brand new. So it's a little Toshiba. What is this? Toshiba something or other. I don't know. I've had it for probably 4 or 5 years now, so it's old and it just doesn't have the guts. The fan kicked on. It got so hot the actual cooling fan kicked on. Like, whoosh. Like, oh, I've never heard it do that before. Maybe I should stop this. I was like, I can't remember what the name of that stupid Nintendo game was. It was an Air Force Patrol. You could pick you could be different airplanes. And all I remember is my husband getting so angry at the game. Like, no, I know I shot you. And he would throw the controller and just get so upset. It was the only emotion I ever saw him have was pissed off because he never smiled or laughed or emoted in any other way. It was mad or nothing.
Why?
Crazy. I don't know. I cannot explain him. My current running theory is he's part alien. I don't know. Crazy kind of ran in his family, so I attribute it to something unbalanced upstairs
Oh yeah.
and
Philip,
how he was raised and things like that. So
I can't add you without your gamer tag. Kind of need that.
yes, being mindful. I have seen those, and Nadine was telling me about that the other day too. Oh my gosh, yes, I played Pong. I am Pong old. I played Pong on a black and white TV. That's how old. Yes. Pong and black and white TVs. I had a black and white TV in my room. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Yes, I know. I'm just not very good at gaming. I'm just not very good at it, and I'm easily frustrated, and I walk away. So I'm not a persistent kind of person. I give up easy. I am going to get this damn cigarette smoke, though. Son of a bitch keeps going out. If I just leave it in the ashtray, it would burn up. But since I'm actually trying to actively smoke it, it keeps going out. So stupid. It's ridiculous.
It's probably because you talk with your hands.
Well, they put some kind of coating on the paper a few years back that's supposed to make them less a fire hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Like for people who go to sleep smoking and burn their house down and die and kill everybody inside. But it doesn't work properly. If like it goes out when I'm smoking it. It doesn't go out if I leave it alone. So it's weird. It's supposed to go out if it's not being drawn on, but it's not right. And I'm not the only one that's complained about it. I know other fellow smokers who have the same issue. So
speaking of cigarettes and stuff, I'm so confused and annoyed about the moving it to 21 instead of 18. Like, why? It's just, if you're gonna move everything to 21, go ahead and move being able to go into the military.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're gonna move everything up, that needs to be with it. I don't want to hear, oh, but nothing. You're either an adult and you can do everything, or you're not an adult. You
Yeah.
don't do both.
Well, and I know people who are 30 who are still not adult enough to make judgment calls like, should I smoke or should I drink? So I think it's pretty arbitrary. It's one of those things that we do to give ourselves the illusion of control, because you can tell someone they can't drink until they're 21, but you really think that's going to stop them? It didn't stop me.
No.
It was weird when I was growing up.
The majority of my drinking before I was old enough to drink.
Yeah.
And I barely drink now.
Yeah, I don't drink much anymore, but I have. When I was 19, that was the legal drinking age. So I was legal to drink at 19. And the next year, right before I turned 20, they changed the age to 21. And so I was legal for almost a year, and then I was illegal again for another year. So, I mean, it's really stupid. It's stupid. But
yeah.
I sort of get it, because you don't really want a 14-year-old being able to just walk in the liquor store and buy a bottle of tequila or something. It's
right.
It's not good for them.
I'm not saying they need to bring the alcohol limit back down.
No.
But I
I
just
know.
mean, if you're gonna be an adult, if they're gonna count you as a legal adult at 18 for paperwork and going into the military, if you're
Yeah,
an adult, then you should be able to do whatever.
I agree. I agree. If 18 is the age that you can,
If
give
that's,
your life, that's pretty much a big decision.
if that's the age that they're gonna pick, then it needs to be that age for everything.
Yeah, I agree. Old enough to serve, old enough to drink. And, I think the whole point is they're trying to give them enough time to hopefully that they have been educated by their parents or elders in whatever way to be sensible enough to be responsible with such things. And I get that's a great idea in theory, but most of the parents are not giving them that education. It's a don't do it because I said so kind of thing, and a lot of kids don't realize how bad it is for them to drink at that young of an age, or do other drugs and stuff. So it can totally mess up their development to the point where they don't emotionally age anymore. Like they stay that young and stupid forever because of choices they made at that age.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I agree. If it's going to be 18, it should be 18. I was pretty stupid when I was 18, so I can confess to that.
I
I think it should be older.
I
I
agree.
know how dumb I was when I was 18, so
I am barely no longer 18 and I still think I did some dumb shit at 18.
yeah, yeah, and you don't when you're 18, you don't think how dumb you are. You think, "Oh, finally I'm grown," because that's what society has told you at 18 you're an adult. And
Yeah,
uh
finally I can do what I want. You don't
yeah,
know what you want at 18. Calm
no,
down.
you think you do though.
I
You
don't
think
even
you
know
do
what I
and
want
no one can tell you different. Okay, Philip's giving you some numbers in the chat there.
now. Noticed. My phone's dying, so I have to
Oh
use the
dear.
computer for that.
Philip is very sweet. He is you won't have no trouble from him. He's a good guy. He's not weird or stalkery or creepy or any of that stuff.
Okay.
If he says you're beautiful, he means it. He's not being weird.
Show up at my house and you're gonna get shot. This is a stand your ground state.
Yeah, right.
That's probably why I couldn't find you when I was looking on my phone. You left out a number. And I keep getting everything but the YouTube chat because I have it popped out in a separate window. In only in certain states is it called a castle law.
Yeah.
Most states it's called a stand your ground law, which means any land that you own. In certain states, it's only within your house.
Yeah.
So, like in South Carolina, and also I think Texas is a stand your ground state too, isn't it?
I believe so.
If anyone was to step off the public sidewalk and into my yard, I have the right to protect myself
Right.
with any means I deem necessary. Whereas a castle law is only in regards to your home. They can come into your yard and there's nothing you can do about it. A castle law is just for the castle that is your home.
Yeah. If you shoot them on the front porch, drag their ass inside before you call the cops.
Yeah, and try to find the bullet casing and bring that in the house too.
Yeah. 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 I'm not sure what Texas does because I know I'm never going to shoot anybody. So I'm
Well,
not
I
too worried
hope I
about it.
never have to shoot anybody, but I need to know what my laws are just in case I do.
I agree with that. I know that that would not be my first reaction to run for any of the guns in the house. So I would probably freak out and pass
I
out.
already, I already told my husband that I'm going to shoot to maim, not shoot to kill.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably have my eyes closed if I ever had to shoot anybody. So it's gonna be I hope I make it. I hope I hit you. Just you know.
No, the
I'm not
right
very
way, the right
comfortable.
way to firearms is announce that you have it. Hey, you need to
Yeah.
leave or else. If you want to try me, well,
Now with my taser, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I got to be right up on them for that. They would have to be grabbing me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have it charged up. I'm not even sure where the hell it's at right now. To be honest, I put that away a while back.
If you don't know where it is.
Well, I used to carry it everywhere I went. It was in my purse always. It was, around me always.
Carry it
And
at
then
night.
I never used it. Nobody ever bothered me. The only person I think I ever pulled it out on was my husband one night. I was like, come over here again, and I will
Find
zap your ass.
Yeah.
He got his feelings real hurt by that. You could kill me. I have a heart condition. I said, no, you don't. Stop that. I'm not trying to kill you. If I wanted you dead, I know lots of other ways.
Yeah, you'd be dead already.
I cook your meals. I
food.
feed you every day. I could already have taken you out, buddy, if I wanted you gone.
Mm-hmm. I could have slowly poisoned your ass all these years.
Right?
You'd be dead if I wanted you going. That's what I tell my husband all the time. So I also tell him, I'm like, you want to come help me make dinner? No, I might poison your ass.
Yeah, I told Doc real early on. It's like, just remember who feeds you. Before you think to hurt me, remember who feeds you, always.
Yeah. Never bite the hand that feeds you.
Mm-mm.
Because it might poison you. Especially if you're vindictive like me.
Well, in the 20 years we've been together, I can remember exactly two screaming, yelling, out of control arguments that he and I have had. That just is not something we do. It's like, I did that years ago, like with the first husband, and I learned that lesson. It doesn't get you anywhere. It's likely to get you beat up if you're not careful. Of course, the second one was so impossible to communicate with. It just, I can't even describe how horrible that was. 8 years, worst 8 freaking years of my life. And he didn't even put a hand on me. The first one was violent, asshole, drunk, fool. But the second one was just this. He was like being married to Mr. Spock, only not smart. At least Spock was smart. He could compensate for his lack of emotion with brains.
My tiny human is screaming. I'll be right back.
Oh, big tiny human. I need to get off of here anyway. It's past 3 o'clock. I need some time before the kids get off the bus. Just a little me time before they get off the bus. So. Philip, you need a trim. Well, honey, I'm retired, remember? I just got done giving Doc a haircut. I need a haircut again. I haven't cut it since the last video, and it's absurd.
What about it?
Heading to Math Pig stream in 45 minutes. Oh, well, I'm going to shut this down when she gets back. I just wasn't going to leave her hanging. She's got mommy stuff to do.
You a baby.
Hi, boo-boo. Oh, my gosh. Hello, sweet darling. Oh, my God. She's cute.
Crying. Don't start with the grumpies.
It's okay, Kat. No. I'm fixing to shut her down anyway because it's after 3 and I'm going to have to go meet the school bus here shortly. So thank you for coming and sitting and chatting with me. I appreciate it. And for sharing your sweet little angel with us. She's so precious. Oh, Mom, you've got something now. I want it. And thank you to everybody in the side chat for coming in and visiting with me. I appreciate you coming. If you're not subscribed, please do. I need subs. Don't forget to share it. Send it out on your Twitter or your Facebook or wherever you send out stuff. And I thank you all for sharing your time with me today. I always enjoy it.
Then Ellie's going to scream at you.
That's okay. She wants to be noticed. She says, pay attention to me.
Well, I was saying, like, if they don't sub to Granny, then Ellie's going to scream at them.
That's right. I will send baby Ellie to make your evenings miserable. No. That's not a threat. Like, I would do anything for babies. Love the babies. Love the babies.
Well, everybody take care. Texas again.
Huh?
I said, if we show up in Texas again,
hit me up. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See y'all later. Oh, I got to push the button down now. Derp.